KONDOSAN.
Once upon a time, Inventor Goat was working on a very important experiment. She was extremely careful.
If I add 1 drop to the salty water,
The experiment didn't go as expected. On that day, the wolf was secretly watching Inventor Goat. He was happy to see her experiment was not successful.
If I can make the same type of explosion at the lake, I would surely get a lot of fish.
The wolf entered Inventor Goat's lab.
It's such a beautiful day. Don't you want to work on your experiment by the lake?
Inventor Goat really liked the idea. She thought it would be nice to get out. The little goat got the test tubes and the wolf grabbed the salt and pepper. They headed to the lake.
We can have a barbecue. We'll add some salt and pepper. Delicious.
When they arrived at the lake, Inventor Goat tried her experiment again.
the water should get clear when I pour this mixture, but it hasn't worked yet.
Don't give up. Just keep pouring. Oh boy, I'm getting hungry.
Inventor Goat went to the lake with the test tubes and left the wolf behind. She poured some mixture and then some more.
Nothing happened. What's going on?
Hooray! It worked! I needed to do it in fresh water instead of salt water. Yippee! I need to go back to the lab now.
The wolf was upset. He didn't understand what had happened. So he went into the lake. He was still holding the salt shaker in his hand.
I don't understand. Why didn't it work before? No, oh no.
Once upon a time, Musician Goat played a lullaby for his siblings to help them fall asleep. The melody was so soothing that all of his siblings fell asleep. And he almost did too. The wolf had been watching them through the window. And as always, he came up with a wicked plan.
If I play this melody to the sheep in the barn, then I'll be able to steal their lamps.
The wolf whispered through the window to get Musician Goat's attention. Musician Goat heard the sound but didn't know where it was coming from. He then saw the wolf's ears sticking out.
What is it, Bad Wolf?
I really liked the piece you just played, and I wanted to ask you for the musical notes.
Musician Goat didn't want to give his musical notes to the wolf because he didn't trust him.
Do you know how to play the flute?
I can play the flute, and I can sing very well. Wanna hear it? Oh, oh, oh.
What are you doing? You'll wake up my siblings. Besides, your voice is awful.
Suit yourself. Just give me the musical notes and I'll go.
No way. Good night.
Wolf wanted the musical notes badly, so he tried to snatch them from Musician Goat's hands.
Let's go.
I won't.
I said let's go.
I said I won't.
I will never share my melody with you.
I just need to play a lullaby for the sheep. Once they're asleep, I'll give you melody notes back.
When he heard that, Musician Goat stopped and said,
Did you say sheep? Will you play a lullaby for them? Okay, you can take it.
The wolf was surprised that Musician Goat agreed to it, so he rushed to the barn happily.
That naive goat really thought I would play a lullaby with his musical notes. Wait for me, little lambs. I'll get you all when I put your mom to sleep.
The wolf leaned on the fence and started to play the flute. Sheep 1 fell asleep. Sheep 2 fell asleep. Sheep 3 fell asleep. Sheep 4 fell asleep. Sheep 5 fell asleep. And as the wolf counted the sheep, he fell asleep instead.
Your plan didn't work, Wicked Wolf. You fell asleep counting sheep as they jumped over the fence. Good night, Wolf.
Kondo-san?
Once upon a time, there lived a girl named Rapunzel. Who had long blonde hair and a beautiful smile. She lived in a small town, and everyone that met her grew fond of her. She was a hairdresser, and her salon was always crowded with clients as a result of her kindness and good manners. Every morning as usual, she would leave home to go to her hair salon.
Good morning. It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Good morning, Rapunzel.
What a cute little kid you are.
When she arrived at her shop, there was a queue outside. Where have you been, Rapunzel?
I'll be late for work. Come on, open your shop.
Okay, don't worry. I'll take care of everyone immediately.
However, there was another hair salon across Rapunzel's. The owner of this shop was a wicked, jealous woman named Evelia. She had had to move out of every town she'd been in because she was not a skilled hairdresser, and she didn't treat her clients nicely. She watched Rapunzel's every move with envious eyes. Evelia wanted to meet Rapunzel so she could befriend her. That way she could get to know Rapunzel better and discover her weaknesses. Evelia wanted to get rid of her so she could become the only hairdresser in town. She waited until Rapunzel's clients were gone.
Hello, neighbor.
Hello.
I've just moved in. I hope you're not upset that I opened a hair salon across from yours.
I'm so happy you did. There are so many clients in this town that we'll have enough for both of us. Besides, competition is good. It encourages people to do a better job.
I see. I'm a fierce competitor. You can be sure of that.
Awesome.
So, tell me, why did you become a hairdresser?
I've been to many places and made a lot of friends, but that's not enough for me. I want to make myself useful and help people. I enjoy enhancing people's beauty.
So, you're a friendly hairdresser.
Yes, I am. What about you? Why are you a hairdresser?
I only do it for the money. I don't care about anything else.
That's strange, but anyhow, I hope you find what you're looking for here. Good luck with your new hair salon, neighbor.
Days passed by. While Rapunzel went on with her life, Evelia was failing miserably at her job, and clients were leaving her shop unhappily. Evelia finally realized that she was not good at this job, so she plotted an evil plan.
I think I figured it out. I know what I'll do to you, Rapunzel.
In the evening, after Rapunzel had closed her shop, Evelia sneaked in Rapunzel's hair salon. She wanted to teach Rapunzel a lesson she wouldn't forget. She emptied the shampoo bottles and filled them with glue. She knew that her customers would never visit Rapunzel's salon once they saw they had sticky hair.
Nobody can compete with Evelia, you snooty blondie. Tomorrow will be the end of your dreams.
The next morning, Rapunzel happily opened her shop as usual. She had brought along her dog Hazelnut. Rapunzel immediately started cleaning up the place. While Rapunzel swept the floors and dusted the furniture, Hazelnut was prancing around excitedly. While Rapunzel was wiping the hair washing sink, Hazelnut knocked over one of the shampoo bottles near the sink. poor Hazelnut got stuck in place because of the spilled glue. Rapunzel immediately helped Hazelnut get out of that sticky situation. She wondered who could have done such a terrible thing. If it hadn't been for poor Hazelnut, she would have poured the glue in her customer's hair. In the meantime, Evelia awaited anxiously to hear about Rapunzel's mishap. With a sinister smile on her face, she waited and waited.
Let's see what you'll do when your customer's hair gets all sticky.
Hours later, Evelia saw how Rapunzel's customers were leaving with a big smile on their face. The wicked grin on Evelia's lips began to fade away.
How could this be? How did this little blonde witch manage to get away from my trap?
Rapunzel was a very smart girl and had remembered Evelia's comment about being competitive, so she pretended to drop one of the bottles that Evelia had filled with glue and went back inside. Evelia wanted to understand what had gone wrong, so she washed her hair with the glue thinking it was shampoo. Her hands got stuck to her hair. She was furious when she realized she had been tricked.
You're going to pay for this, Rapunzel! I'll make you pay!
The next evening, Rapunzel locked up her shop happily satisfied, knowing she had done a great job. On her way home, a shadow prowled behind the trees. It was none other than Evelia.
I'm going to make you pay for this!
Evelia then went back to get a jerry can and poured gasoline around Rapunzel's shop. She lit a match and set the place ablaze. With a malevolent smile on her face, Evelia stood in front of her own shop as she watched Rapunzel's salon burn down. But Evelia hadn't realized that when she set Rapunzel's shop ablaze, her hair had accidentally caught fire. Flames engulfed Evelia's shop too. 2 hair salons were on fire. It was too late to do anything. The next morning, when Rapunzel arrived to her salon, she only found ashes. She fell to her knees in anguish and started crying.
What am I going to do now? I spent so much time and money on my place.
The townspeople surrounded Rapunzel. They were all sad for her.
We have to help her.
What can we do?
I can give her a year's rent.
I can do all the woodwork.
And I can donate the supplies and equipment she needs.
I can paint inside the shop.
When Rapunzel heard all this, she was so happy that this time she cried tears of joy.
Come on then, let's get to work.
All the townspeople got to work and built a brand new hair salon for Rapunzel. It was even better than the former one.
I don't know how to thank you all.
You can repay us by continuing to be good. We don't need anything else.
And what happened to Evelia? She was ashamed and couldn't bear to stay there, so once again she skipped town. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Rapunzel who lived in a seaside town. She had long blonde hair and a beautiful smile.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rapunzel.
Rapunzel loved making videos about the places she visited. Her classmates and teachers also enjoyed Rapunzel's videos and encouraged her to make more. I think you should make more time for this, Rapunzel.
Yes, your videos are great. More people should see them.
You're exaggerating. Why would anyone watch my videos?
I beg to differ. There are a lot of silly videos on the internet. Yours, on the other hand, contain beautiful imagery and useful information. You read a lot. You must make good use of that talent.
At last, Rapunzel gave it some serious thought. Who knows? If her videos have high viewership, maybe she could become a famous YouTuber one day.
All right, but I don't know what to do.
Don't worry. Come over to my house tomorrow after school. We'll figure something out.
Rapunzel walked away happily while her friends watched in admiration. Except for one, Evelia. Evelia was jealous of Rapunzel and saw her as a rival in almost everything she did. She wanted to be the most popular person in the school. But as much as she tried, Rapunzel always surpassed her in her popularity, which drove Evelia crazy. Rapunzel dreamed all night about what she would do if she became a YouTuber. In the morning, she rushed out without even having a breakfast.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Rapunzel. Welcome. Come in. I did some research. Let me tell you, this task is not easy.
I've thought of many things to do, ma'am.
Ta-da!
But, ma'am?
This is my gift to you.
But,
Meanwhile, Evelia was eavesdropping on them next to the living room open window.
How touching! I don't know what they see in that girl. I'm way more intelligent and talented. I also have my own money to buy a camera.
Why don't you shoot amazing videos that will impress people? You have what it takes.
Ha! I'm going to show them who's got what it takes.
Before I forget, you'll also need a microphone and a computer program to edit the videos. I've got them all arranged for you.
Rapunzel hugged her teacher and left bursting with happiness. She wanted to introduce her town in the first video. After some planning, she went out to shoot the most beautiful sights across town and interviewed some of the townspeople. Even the mayor took some time off to be interviewed by Rapunzel. She created a YouTube channel and uploaded her video there. Rapunzel was so excited that she was checking her phone every 10 minutes for the status on viewers and comments. The first night was a big disappointment. The next morning she woke up to the same situation. She was a little down. She went to her teacher immediately.
Where did I go wrong?
You did nothing wrong, my child.
Then why am I not getting hits or comments?
Patience. You have to continue making videos so people will get to know you.
Rapunzel took her teacher's advice and got to work. She would make a video per day and upload them to her YouTube channel. She had no difficulties since she had them all planned out in detail. Jealous Evelia was not sitting idly at that time either. She also created her own YouTube channel and started making videos. One morning, Rapunzel woke up. On the way, she checked her YouTube channel and was surprised to see thousands of views. Hundreds of people had subscribed to her channel and left hundreds of positive comments. Just then, a friend of hers came running towards her. Guess what happened last night while you slept?
Something certainly happened.
A social media influencer who has millions of followers watched one of your videos and recommended it to his followers.
Our teacher was right all along.
When she arrived at school, everyone congratulated Rapunzel. Except for one, Evelia. She was pacing up and down, filled with envy, taking her anger out on everyone she came across. Meanwhile, Rapunzel and her friends were busy reading the comments.
See this? I loved your town. Gonna visit this summer.
And someone from abroad wrote the same thing too. They'll come to our town for vacation from thousands of miles away. The comments made Rapunzel very happy. She felt great about her accomplishment. Rapunzel hugged her teacher happily.
The mayor wants to see you. He wants to give you a small prize for your contribution to our town's recognition.
Dear Rapunzel introduced our small town to the world and helped it become a touristic attraction. I thank her in the name of our town.
I've gotta stop her. If I can't be as good of a YouTuber as she is, then I can prevent her.
Evelia plotted something devious. She wanted to put it into effect as soon as possible and take the wind out of Rapunzel's sails. Evelia waited till midnight. After everybody went to sleep, she stealthily approached Rapunzel's house. First, she had a quick look around. She stood in front of Rapunzel's bedroom window. After making sure there was no one around, she pushed the already ajar window open. Rapunzel was sleeping soundly. Evelia sneaked in and took Rapunzel's camera, microphone, and computer in an attempt to destroy them, thus hindering Rapunzel's video making. Just as she was about to get out, Evelia tripped over Rapunzel's hair and fell on the ground. Rapunzel's dog Hazelnut woke up and jumped on Evelia and started licking her face. Just then, Rapunzel turned on the lights and was shocked to find Evelia there. Evelia ran away in shame. Her camera, microphone, and computer were all smashed when Evelia hit the floor. She felt so sad. The next day, Rapunzel shot a video of her broken equipment. Using her old cell phone and uploaded the video to her channel. Her followers who saw her so sad brought her brand new equipment. Evelia was ashamed and hid in her house for a long time. Rapunzel became even more famous with the videos she made, both in social media and YouTube.
Hey guys! Subscribe to our channel KONDOSAN and watch the most popular fairy tales, cartoons, and nursery rhymes. Don't forget to click the bell for notifications.